Hello, nerds. More reactions. So this one's unique in that it was requested. This is not the one that was requested in the comment section of like 3 previous videos. Part of the reason why it's not high priority is because the guy requesting that one was really annoying about the request. I'm interested to see because he was so adamant about the request, but like learn a lesson and don't be so pushy, and maybe I'll do it faster next time. But I am going to do that reaction. I don't remember the name of the song or the band. This one, though, was requested by the band itself, actually. I got an email. Let's hold on. Let's do a thing real quick. We got to hit the intro. So we're going to do that, and then we'll get into this. All right, so I'm going to switch over. I got this email the other day. About this band, Hellgarden. Brazilian band released new album, Making Noise, Living Fast, on April 10th. So Hellgarden is a Brazilian band, apparently, formed in 2015. I'm not even going to pretend like I can pronounce these names, even though I'm going to try. Kayak Gabriel and Mateus Barreiros have been playing together in their own projects since they were 11 and 12 years old. So these dudes have been playing together for a long time. Local scene in Diego Pescucci in 2015, and then 2017 with the entry of Guilherme Biondo. I'm trying. So yeah, it's basic, this is their press release, and this is what the band looks like. They do kind of look like kids. So this is kind of all to show us North American label Brutal Records US, or Brutal Records Us, maybe. A contract that expands the horizons, blah, blah, blah. So they're just now breaking over into the States. This is the cover of the new record. There's links for me to go listen to apparently the whole record. I'm not going to do the whole record. We're going to do a song. Learn to Play Dirty is the song, and we have an official music video. So we're going to do that reaction. Expectations for this. They are Brazilian, which tells me two things specifically as far as expectations go. It's probably not going to be in English. It's probably going to be in Portuguese. And it's very likely a thrash band. Nothing about that press release really said anything about genre or subgenre, I guess, because it's a metal song. So I'm anticipating this to be thrash. Do I anticipate this to be good? Yeah, I expect I'll enjoy it. Though I've said previously and will continue to say, I am not ashamed to admit the fact that I like mediocrity in genres. If I like the genre, I like the middle of the road stuff in that genre as well. So the fact that I anticipate liking this is not necessarily a high expectation. If I love this, that's to be noted, but I don't know if that's going to be the case. However, we won't know until we listen to it. So let's listen and watch this video, shall we? Yep, thrash. Though, I'm digging the fact that their bass player doesn't use a pick. Loving that, actually, a lot. Nice Razorback. Oh, and it's in English. Uh-oh, we're frozen. There we go. Going definitely for a Pantera thing. Oh, that's an Explorer. That's not a Razorback. That's not bad. Sorry, I was kind of just paying attention to the music. So let's go back a little bit. We've got let's talk song structure here. Come on now. I'm gonna turn my volume up a little bit, decipher some of this stuff. All right. So intro basically is just that verse riff. I really like his snake skin explorer. Uh-oh. Spoiler, or trigger warnings. He's using foul language. Yeah, definitely trying for a Pantera sound and look. It's groovy. Like, there's definite groove. We're as far as the arrangement goes, this is still, I believe, still the verse, and we've gone through 3 different passages, which is nice. And now we're into chorus. Which you have what Phil would call the money riff here. Very reminiscent of like Pantera from the early 90s video style wise. And then we're back to the first verse riff. Just with no vocals this time. All right, so hold on. Hold that thought. Now, I anticipated this being in Portuguese, but it definitely sounds like he's singing in English, but I can't understand the words he's saying. Part of that is a large part of that is the effects that they have on the voice. Now, I've said this before, and I got flack for it the last time I said it, but it's you're doing yourself a disservice unless it's a layering texture kind of thing. You're doing yourself a disservice by doing that. However, the effects on his voice, it doesn't appear to be any distortion. It's just super heavy, super saturated reverb. And that kind of kills it a little bit, but then it's folded fairly low in the mix, which makes it almost indecipherable. So I'm going to turn this is going to get a little bit louder for you. I'm turning it up here in the actual video. See if I can make out a little bit more of these lyrics and see if he is singing in English. Like, the vocal inflection sounds like English. But again, I can't make out the lyric. And it's not because I'm old. It's not because, I can't understand you metal guys and you're screaming and here. That's not what it is. I grew up listening to metal. The Lamb of God is one of my favorite friggin' bands. The Slipknot is one of my favorite bands. You want to talk about indecipherable lyrics? Try and decipher some of the stuff Corey's doing when he's really getting into that scream. So I am no stranger to screamed lyrics. Converge. Come on, man. Jake Bannon is notoriously indecipherable. Like, it's not a detract, but when your sound is aping Pantera so heavily, you would think that you would go for something similar in your mix as what they did with Phil's vocal. Yes, they used verb on Phil fairly frequently, especially in the heyday of Pantera, around about 93 to 96. That happened, vocal display, there's a lot of verb on Phil's vocal, but they mixed him higher in the mix. He hit the volume, the gain that they put on their brings out what he's saying. It doesn't fold it in so that you lose the lyrics, because the lyrics are key when you have this style of metal. So we're just gonna see if we can make out some lyrics now. Like, I'm digging the instrumental. It's great. And he is singing in English. No one can take my desire. I heard that. Nice. Nice. I'm digging the drum, too. That was... I like that walk down, man. That's something that I would have written. Legit. The triplet walk downs like that, that's my style. Yeah, totally going for a Dimebag vibe. Like, I appreciate the sentiment, but, like, bro. The thing I love about Brazilian bands is they're so hungry for it, too. Like, these guys are... Wow, bass player dude is impressing me in spite of the guitar solo over the top of him. Like, that's another unfortunate mix. Here, let's listen. Because you've got two guitars going now. And he's going like mad. So that bass is barely even in the mix. It's so bottom heavy. At least under the solo, because now they have a different effect, and you can hear they've EQ'd it slightly differently, and there's more high end on the bass. I'm digging the arrangement. I'm really digging the arrangement. I like that you're revisiting parts to keep it familiar, but then you're throwing in a lot of stuff to keep it fresh too. Yeah. All right, so even still, listen to this. There's no bass in this mix. Like, yes, it's there. I'm just saying it's the EQ on the bass is really selling it short, because dude is shredding. And this is your big money shot right here. Oof, they need a better mix on this, because this is good stuff, man. There's a little you can get some of the rumble, but there's not a whole lot of actual tone from the bass. So you need a little bit more in the mid, and you need quite a bit more in the high. You got the bottom end covered. You got plenty bottom end. You actually probably could bring that bottom end on the bass down a touch, and get rid of. Don't scoop it. The bass you want to bring up almost an even between the mid and the high. More high, obviously, because you need a little bit more character to the tone. But I did not expect to like this much, as evidenced by the fact that I just shut up for most of it. there is a really strong element of Pantera homage. I don't even know if homage is appropriate. These guys. So if Lamb of God is writing the groove based stuff that Pantera was going to continue to write had they stayed together, and then had they not unfortunately passed away, that's that's what people have said about Lamb of God, that they write the music that Pantera would have continued to write. By and large, I feel like I've heard something along those lines in interviews from the likes of Mark Morton and so on and so forth too, that they appreciate the comparison. These guys write songs going based purely off of this Learn to Play Dirty. These guys write songs that Pantera threw away back in 1996. It's not necessarily a slight, because again, they are groovy, they are very good at their instruments. Bass player dude was shredding. Like, I appreciate a good bass player, so that's it's what I do mostly. Dude was shredding, but you couldn't hear it. There's elements here that are very promising, and there's elements here that are kind of disheartening because like the other elements are so promising. So yeah, I dug it. I like it. I'm appreciating it. I definitely I'm down to hear more. I'm almost considering reaching out to the band to see if we can do a Skype interview. Like, that's legit. That's how much I'm digging this song. So yeah, what did you guys think? I'm gonna stop just gushing and staring at the screen. What did you guys think about the song? What did you think about the video? This is very, again, even the video is aping Pantera, because that looks like something only Pantera's version of this video would have been them on stage doing all of this same stuff, whereas this was these guys in a warehouse. So aside from that, it was a Pantera video. What did you guys think about the video? What did you think about the song? Have you heard of Hellgarden before? Is their back catalog worth going through? Let's talk about all this stuff down low in those comments. There is a website. You can go check that out, generallynerdy.net, or patreon.com/generallynerdy if you want to help support the channel and keep these lights on, keep me making all of the content. And actually, there's more content on the Patreon, so go check that out. Click one of these two boxes right here if you want to check out other things on the channel. The guy in the center there, that is the subscribe button. You can click that if you haven't already. Make sure you ring the bell for notifications whenever I post these, because I do the reaction videos in batches. I'm rambling. Let's just kill this now. Thumbs up, thumbs down, all of that jazz. Thank you guys again. Before we go, though, always remember that if it's generally nerdy, it's probably here.